she's in Djibouti for a year. She's working in Djibouti Telecom. And then, because there, obviously, it's a Muslim state.
Yeah.
And the fashion sense, it's not exactly conservative, but it's called the hijab, ne?
Yeah.
And then that's one that covers the face, no?
They actually do not cover their face.
Yes.
They just have hijab.
Yeah.
They're very beautiful women.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say something, but people are listening. So this...
Yeah.
But then, you know what? But in terms of the dress sense, can I call it conservative? I won't call it boring. But you know what? It doesn't
It's actually called conservative fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was right. It's conservative fashion.
Right.
But you know what? It doesn't fit with Aulgah's dress sense. And she decides, you know what I'm going to do? I've got a sister in that Nairobi town. Mm-hmm. Do you know what? Sis, you send you paint some pictures, you draw some pictures, you are obviously, and then you send make sure, because even tailors and materials are not there.
Yeah.
Djibouti's capital is also called Djibouti, by the way. I love it.
Yeah.
And then she basically sends these threads over to you. Mm-hmm. And then now, Aulgah Nato is the standout fashionista in Djibouti.
Right.
And the friends that are there, like, okay, girl, and you decide, you know what, let us dress everyone so that we're good.
Yeah.
Finally, there's that one day when you're coming back to Nairobi and on a trip, because now you're in and out.
Yeah.
And you sell somebody one for 5,000 bob.
Right.
That begins the journey of the fashion house.
Right.
That is now Aulgah Nato. So let me ask you something, Aulgah.
Sure.
So, and as we were speaking, during the break, when I saw you 2 weeks ago, during that event, obviously you dressed the models.
Right, I did.
During one of the categories, and we were showcasing, your designs. And I remember watching, and I'm like, okay, not to disparage, but I'm like, the thing about Aulgah's designs and your dresses, and your fashions, I'm like, yes, I can actually, not that disparaging, not that the other ones were not beautiful, but I'm like, but these are practical. Mm-hmm. I can see a girl, baby, literally, if it's the gowns, she can wear the gowns.
Right.
Because sometimes I watch fashion shows, I'm like, but
where do we wear those?
Yes. Yeah. Where do you honestly practically wear those things?
Right.
But I can see it's like, if it's when you did the evening gowns and the cocktails, I'm like, that one you can wear regularly.
Right.
And even when you do your day wear or evening wear, you can do that.
Yeah.
Because where does that practicality come in to your mindset?
So this is something that designers struggle. You can be a good designer,
right? But
knowing where to draw the line of how do we make money and how do we separate our talents or our hobbies, right? So if I allow you to go back to how I started, I started really with gowns and gowns and gowns. And because I loved runways, I loved the cameras, I was making people happy, but not making myself happy.
Okay. And then, where did that mindset, where did that shift of like, you know what, forget people? You know what? Before I make people happy, I need to be happy myself.
Right. You realize that you're growing. You do not want to stay in your family house anymore. You need to start paying bills. But how do you pay bills if all you do is to make people happy of the beautiful gowns that you do? And yes, people come once in a while because, question, how many times do you meet people wearing gowns day to day?
Rarely. In fact, no, never.
Exactly.
Never.
So gowns are for occasions, right? Yes. So how many times do we get to have occasions? In your life, would you have occasions every day? No. Right? Yes. So I figured I love to look good, but I also want to have a strategy where I can still make gowns, but I can also create stuff that are practical day to day. But stuff that are also sustainable.
Yes, that was the thing.
Exactly.
As well. Yes.
Having pieces that are classic and sustainable, stuff that you can wear and feel new each time you wear them.
So it's not just in season. It's not so
trendy.
Cutting edge trendy.
No,
so
no,
it's just there 2024.
No.
You can wear it even in 25, in 26, in 27.
Exactly. And this will be the part where you didn't ask me a lot of my inspiration.
No, because I'm going
back to where I looked at my mom as a young girl living in the 80s and 90s and back 70s. How did they dress? All right. So a lot of my style and designs mirroring sophisticated, chic, and classic.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Listen, now, Aulgah, now obviously when, in retrospect.
Yes.
When somebody sits there now, it's like, okay, because now this is Aulgah Nato. There she is, lights, camera, action. She's there.
Yeah.
Okay. But there you are making Arab money.
Right.
All right. And then your sister's making those sketches and those designs. You do the sketches, your sister's making them here for you in Nairobi.
Yes, yeah.
Then you decide to come here to Kenya before the news, and then, you're taking a few back and selling.
Right.
At what point did you decide, okay, you know what, skip this? It's called Djibouti Telkom.
Right.
It's been real.
Yeah. Now I'm packing my bags.
Yes, I'm going to be Ashara.
So this time I'm thinking I'm going to come home. It was actually holiday time. I'm going to come home, but do a bit of tailoring. All I wanted to do is to do tailoring. One was also to alter. Remember back in the day when my mom's clothes, I used to do them myself. Right?
Yes.
So I want to be back home, learn a bit of tailoring, and also get to alter my own clothes. Like if I'm done with this dress, can I change it into a skirt or a different design?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was how I was thinking.
Yes.
But then I get back home and I share this with my family, and my brothers are like, did something happen to you? I mean, you should be thinking like, I want to go and do my master's. I want to go and do something more proper.
Yes.
How are you coming back home and you say you want to go and do tailoring? Actually, I wanted to do two stuff. I wanted to get into beauty, salon, and because I struggled with my hair. Their hairs are very different with ours. And so I wanted to learn how to also do my own hair. And
so what, were you coming ama matutas?
So there were no salon, there were no Kenyatta markets there.
Yes.
You know,
for the blacks.
Right, because I would do my hair here, maybe
when you fly in and out, right?
No. It was up to maybe 500, at most 1,000, because braids are 500.
Bas.
Back. But then there, I would spend over 10,000 just doing braids.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought I needed to learn how to do my own hair.
Right.
Or to learn more so I can help any other black person out there. So I'm back home with those two ideas. I want to do either something in beauty or tailoring.
Right.
These guys pick my ideas, put them in trash. It's like, chick, find a better thing to do.
Right.
So, okay.
Are they happy that you are Djibouti Telkom?
Well, yeah, but you see, that is not the main focus.
Exactly.
Right. My focus when I'm back home is that I want to do something, tailoring.
Sharp.
But I understand them today, surely because they were not seeing my vision.
Yeah.
They are not living in my shoes, so they do not know.
Right.
I want to look the way I want to look, which they are not seeing.
Yes.
I am the one struggling with my hair. And by the way, to date, I have really beautiful hair because I know how to do my hair.
Right. And that's natural hair, is it?
It's natural hair, though I have a bit of extension, but my hair is also very beautiful.
Yes.
So I get back and we are struggling with both of these. And because you remember there's La Siesta.
Bas.
Yeah, La Siesta, I'm finding this to be a lot of time... wasted.
Yeah.
So eventually I come to realize that they are not going to support this, so I enroll myself in graphics and design school and to do graphics and do web development, so I can do something back on the other side.
Yes.
However, while I'm doing this, after getting to school to start doing this, I'd send some of my CVs, and I get an email responding that I'd been among the selected for an interview. So I get to have an interview and in a PR firm, and they take me here in Kenya, and I'm thrilled. These guys give me a different side of what I like. We're doing a number of activations, events, and when I came back, another thing that also took me aback, my friends had moved on. A number of them had gotten married. So it was, I felt like I was starting afresh, knowing new people. That was hard. So now I have a job, and I'm thinking, I mean, I'm making money on the other side. It was good money, because for someone who's just coming out of school and to what I was making, it was good.
Yes.
So I said, my main thing on the other side is to make money.
Right.
But what if this is also giving me money?
Right.
And this is home?
Right.
Why not just settle? So I took this job. At first was because it was still allowing me to do my school job.
Right.
When I was done with that school, I realized I loved this
This
job.
is the graphics.
This is, But now I'm in PR.
PR, yes.
So I realized I actually love doing this.
Yes.
So I'm doing different stuff here, doing events here and there, and I love my job.
Right.
But 1 year into this job, fashion. Graphics help me, by the way.
Yes.
So graphics, you are given a lot of work to do in computer.
Yeah.
But then my work, I had sketches, fashion sketches.
Right.
That is where it was. In fact, there was a time we were given a group work project. All I did was fashion. I designed fashion sketches, and this just, it showed me that this is my call, this is what I'm gonna do. And so my time in this PR firm, any of my free time, I used that time to do fashion sketches.
So that's the time at this PR firm.
Yeah.
This is now where you put your blinkers on like a horse, and you say, you know what, when I'm done here, it is the label. It's
actually not very clear like this, but I am putting my act together.
I like that. I like that phrase.
Yeah.
Getting your act together.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm here. PR is well. I love PR. To date, I love PR. But this call is of a different nature.
Yes.
So I get to do this, and one day I thought I need to do better. I am not married. I don't have a child. What is the worst if I step out of home and my employment?
Come on.
And because I'm scared at home, I'm still living at home.
Yes.
They will not allow me in any way. I took a bold step, moved out of the house, went into an SQ somewhere. It had a balcony. I bought one machine, and that is where I started my dream.
Now, you clearly did not ask for permission to leave house.
I said, because I lived in Riverside, my workplace was in Hurlingham. I didn't have a car at the time, so commuting was just hell to me. It was either go to town or Lavington but it was, when it's raining, it's a lot. So I told them, I've gotten a space that is closer to work. If you allow me, I'll settle there. So I say, okay, cool.
And they agreed, all of them?
Yeah.
Even the old man?
Yeah, but under watch. You still, I still had to be back home every weekend. So this is just a convenient space for me, because I'm now a big girl anyway, but they are not ready to let go.
Indeed.
Just yet.
Indeed.
So I'm here, and I told no one.
Yes.
The reason, by the time I was moving out of home, by
Right.
the way, I'd resigned.
Yes. Wow.
I had resigned.
Right.
So I'm in this house. I had earned a few coins of commission from my PR job.
Yes.
And I'm in this house trying to figure out, how am I going to start? I do not know where to begin.
That's a problem that many people, when they want to start up.
Exactly. She told me, she's my intern.
Yes.
Actually, she told me, I'm so scared of where to begin when I'm done with school.
Yes.
And
that's why you're here. That's the advice.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and I'll say, back in the day, the older generation designers were not very open with information.
Thank you.
And I thank God that during
Why? What was it? Was it some sort of a clique, you find, or was it just that they didn't want?
I don't know. They just thought like someone would take something from them.
Indeed.
And even amongst themselves.
Yes.
Because today I'm friends with the older fashion designers, and they say, because back then they had magazines.
Yes.
Even those magazines, they kept them really. People were just scared. I think people are still scared, but the more you are scared, I think the more you lose, because power is in the sharing.
The more you're scared, the more you will lose. Power is in the sharing.
Yeah.
You're a very good teacher, by the way. so because you're learning a lot, aren't you? Because this is the thing now. Aulgah, now, you see, now that you're on the inside.
Yeah.
When did you realize that you're now on the inside? Because you see, when I talk about the inside, even until today, if you asked anyone to, to just basically sound off,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Mention 5 Kenyan designers.
Yeah.
If I asked 10 people, the majority of them, your name would be on the 5.
I know.
I like that. When did you know?
Right.
That you're now on the inside?
Edward, I'll tell you, I have put in work. I will say that there are so many people who've asked me. I have awards. I have traveled across the world, and all this, I was not being paid to do them.
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
I put myself out there.
I like that.
I said, this time when I moved out of the house, I still would. There's something about loving what you do, because you'll give it your best.
Because then you have passion for it.
You have passion for it. The little work that is remaining is to know how to monetize what you already have.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I pushed myself out there. Remember that this is because I did not study fashion.
Come on.
So I had to jump into the deepest end to learn the insights of fashion. I put myself to learn so much online, learn from people who are doing this, go to as many workshops, attend conferences, attend fashion shows. And I started, my first international fashion event was in the UK.
Yeah.
So I found a friend and they told me about their fashion event, and I went. Yeah. And well, I'm attending any fashion event. I'm always so curious on how I talk to other designers. How do you do it? Yeah. People who are easy to share information will give you.
You know, it's interesting to say that, curiosity.
Yeah.
Because if you have listened to your story, and if you're listening to Aulgah's story, it's that curiosity that took her to Djibouti.
Yeah.
That curiosity that brought you back here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, went into computers.
Right.
Curiosity has always driven you.
I always want to learn.
I like that. Now, are you, because of your experience and where the journey that curiosity has taken you,
right,
do you feel that as a brand, Aulgah Nato, you're a communicator?
Right.
You've done PR.
Yes.
Did that put you in good stead to take the brand from where it was to where it is and where it's going? The fact that I would think that you do your own PR.
I do.
There we go. In terms of communicating, aside from this, obviously you're communicating now.
Yeah. But
you also do your advertising. Obviously, you know how to do a brief, and you're like, this is how I want it to go.
This is how I want it to go. But I'd want to say you have to put in work.
I love it.
Yeah, it has to come from the depth.
Sharp.
Because you can still do PR, but what if you don't like PR?
I love it.
So this has still to be you.
Right.
You still have to put in work. Like the bigger portion of it has to be you and where you see yourself.
Aulgah, I've got to ask you something. We could talk until the cows come home, but it's only madakiko hiyo.
Yeah.
It's the end of 2024.
Right.
And you are standing on a hill.
Sure.
Okay? Because remember we spoke about that mountain.
Yeah.
And clearly you're not resting on your laurels.
Mm-hmm.
You're an award winner.
Yeah.
You're, in that, you're in the class of the best.
Right.
I can see even in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You've got recognition, and those are 300 plus million.
Right, yeah.
5 years from now.
Right.
Sky is the limit. Where we at? Are we going European? You travel the world.
I do.
And you know what? You're Kenya putting the best foot forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, representing the brand that is here.
Right.
Are we going global? What next? Are we going China? What's going on?
Let me tell you, there's so much at home. Before there was, when I was beginning in 2-3 years, I really wanted to do abroad. I still love abroad because we get to see different stuff, right? But there's so much at home.
I love that.
And we actually just don't get to see, but there's so much support. When you do something good, someone else is watching. I'd love to help as many people to compensate on where I did not get help.
Do you know, it's interesting you say that in terms of helping, because, now we talk about mentorship and master classes.
Right.
And I am seeing education, a school in you.
Yes.
There used to be a school in Riara that used to do fashion. What? Yes. On Riara Road.
Is it Mether?
No. She was the wife of Mike Eldon. Anyway, when you talk about now that future,
yes,
do you see yourself, opening a school?
I don't know whether today I want to put it as a school.
Yes.
But I know I want to hold as many hands as possible.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I want to do that. Yeah.
I can see you holding one hand now.
I have plenty. I'll get to have a number of interns get to pass through me. I get to have people who are done with their degrees join my place, get to help them to get to some points. I get to refer people to different job opportunities as well.
And this is my point. This is why you're here.
Yeah.
This is why this show, all right, is here. Aulgah, now, how do you advise someone? They listen to you right now.
Yeah.
You had basically, you quit the job. Mm-hmm. You didn't tell your people.
Yeah.
You got yourself that we call it a keja.
Yes.
with that with
machine
bus and the balcony.
Yeah.
Because it's the fear of the unknown.
It's the fear of unknown.
How do can you overcome fear? Because some say either you have it or you don't. Because some would say, but Aulgah's just not afraid.
You gotta try. You see, by not trying, you failed already. By not taking that step, you failed already. So what is it gonna cost you to try and fail?
Nothing.
Exactly. And it's fair enough that we got in before time, and so I like her because she's very engaging.
Yes.
My assistant.
She's talking about her sister who's off camera. You can't see.
Right. Yeah. So she asked me. She told me of her fears, like, how do I begin? How do you get somewhere? And what I told her is that you don't have to start your own fashion house as soon as you finish. Work under someone. Even if it's just fetching water, you'll be learning what is happening within that environment. Those are skills you are acquiring.
I like that. But you see, now, Aulgah, I like that. There you're talking to somebody who, Father Time is still on their side.
Right.
What about somebody, is listening to you now and is like, but, I need to start a biashara and I'm 40.
You're 40?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or there you are. It's like, Mr. Kwach, you know what? I'm 50.
Yeah.
But I still want to do something. Is it still the same?
To be very honest, I think I've even interacted with such clients. Someone is an advocate, but they tell you, I am so proud of you that you are able to overcome your fears.
Pass.
Yeah, and did this.
Yes.
I am an advocate, but I think deep down I'm a fashion designer.
There we go. Yes.
So I have a small machine in the house, and I just do not know how to begin.
Right.
You don't have to do it my way.
Yes.
You can do the school way, enroll yourself and learn something.
Yes.
You can still work under someone to gain experience to start. But I think, especially when you mention 40, it's very costly to make mistakes after 40.
Right. That's honest.
Yeah.
That's honest.
But if you are still in your 20s, I would advise work under someone.
I like that.
So you also don't get, those are some of my regrets that I say, maybe in as much as I say I'm good, maybe had I gone through someone or had I gone through fashion school, maybe I could have learned something more.
Two things. I like that. You speak well.
Thank you.
Life's a journey.
Yeah.
Do you remember a bus called Coast Bus?
I remember Coast Bus.
Every time a Coast Bus used to pass,
I remember OTC.
Onyango 22. Coast Bus used to be, we lead, others follow. As you see it passing.
Yes.
What is your mantra? Okay.
Be that, how is it called? A mattress or a
sponge?
Sponge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Be a sponge. Keep up. I like that. Keep absorbing.
Yeah.
Aulgah, like I said, it's all about a book.
Thank you.
And you're going to write a book. It's going to be a bestseller.
Thank you.
What will be the title?
Life of
Aulgah Nato's book.
One day in the life of a fashion designer.
A day in the life of a fashion designer.
Right.
I love it. And you know what? Simply because of time.
Right.
But it would be remiss if we let you go and you did not tell the viewer or the listener a bit about the brand.
Yeah.
Where we can find the brand.
Yes.
And it's November, man, going to December.
Yes. We have plenty
in
store. So I'm based in Kilimani, Chania Avenue, Chania Court 42. I have a beautiful studio, which is also a space for women. I do a lot of stuff for women. So women like to offload.
Yeah.
So I've created a very beautiful space where we can share before I take your money.
Right.
Make you feel comfortable and you don't feel like this is such a transaction.
Right.
So I'm based in Kilimani. We have plenty of stuff. You come, I get to study your body. There is a lot interesting about skin tones, skin size, body sizes, and we have every design for every body type.
Right.
You don't have to buy something that is meant for a smaller person just because they added XX on it, so it fits you. No, you have to have options.
I like that.
And I create options.
I like that.
For every body type and size. My tag name is Shape of You.
Oh, the song Shape of You. I like that.
Right.
I'm going to play that. Now, that said, it's November going into the festive season.
Right.
Anything happening black to do?
We have a number of sales. I think I've not put it online, but I communicated directly to my clients. I would wish to say and to welcome all of you that we have a lot in store.
I love it. Location one more time, I done?
Kilimani, Chania Avenue,
Yebo.
Chania Court 42. We are on all social media platforms.
Yes.
On IG, Aulgah, as I said, AULGAH_Nato. That's on IG. I have a website, www.aulgahnato.com. On Facebook, Aulgah Nato, Tweet Space, and every TikTok, every space we are present.
Aulgah Nato. Exactly what we're talking about. That's what Transformational Thursday is all about. My dear, thank you so much for coming through on this Thursday. And remember, this life's journey, a mantra.